I love to tell the story of Jesus and his love, of Jesus and his glory, of Jesus and his love. I love to tell the story because I know 'tis true. It satisfies my longing as nothing else will do. One of my top 3 hymns of all time for me, Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, is probably my favorite, along with the one you heard earlier this week, God of Grace and God of Glory. But I love to tell the story. It was written by Arabella Catherine Hankey, who grew up in a wealthy family of an English banker and the Anglican church, and then as a teenager in Sunday school, taught class and then traveled to Africa, another thing we had in common. And then later in life served as a nurse to her brother, who became invalided and unable to care for himself. And then at a very young age became very ill of her own. And she wrote a poem that talked about the story wanted in the world and a story told. And from this 2 parts of the poem and her poetry came the lyrics of I Love to Tell the Story. And what Hankey was really after is very similar to that old poem, The Dash. I came to a gravesite and I saw 2 numbers, a date of birth and a date of death. And in between was perhaps the most significant part of the gravestone, a dash. Oh, that line, a simple line that talks about a person's life story and how they lived it. And for Arabella, that how we live our story, how we live our dash, whether we use words or just through our actions or a combination of both, how do people in our lives know the God we serve? Do they know? Would a stranger, somebody we work with, somebody we go to school with, would they know that Christ is our Lord, the guide of our life, the heart and song of our life? And if not, I have to ask us, why not? Why not? It doesn't have to be standing on a soapbox or shouting down people with a bullhorn. No, great Christ-like love can happen in everyday, ordinary kindness, sympathy, unexpected generosity, and joy. So I know this is a hymn. I love to tell a story is its name, but I wonder if people saw your life as like bubbles above you, air bubbles like cartoon bubbles, what would they name the song of your life? Would it be a beautiful thing to people's ears? Or would they go running for the hills because the noise was painful? I love to tell the story. It's a beautiful thing. And I hope that you and I, this day, think about how the people we encounter hear Jesus' story through the story of our lives.